Welcome to my channel, Sacred Intuition. And as you can tell, um, I wanted to tap into the love department. So I picked up the Hearts and Secrets Oracle deck. And as I was, picking up the deck and wanted to start shuffling, I couldn't help but notice the running card underneath the deck. So I split the deck and I saw only you. Only you, devoted, attached, crave. Running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. Two very contradicting energies. Are they not? So we're going to tap into this energy. I'm going to place it up here. Yeah. Under running was beauty. And under only you was shocking. So what I'm gathering from this alone is that someone got scared, got intimidated. Now one would say, how can you get intimidated by beauty, by a person that's beautiful? Well, some people have never experienced healthy love. So if you come into their life and all of a sudden you give freely without expecting anything in return, oftentimes those people that are so used to toxic patterns, they actually question you. Why they would never question someone who is actually lying straight to their face or being extremely demanding without actually giving anything, because that's the pattern that they are comfortable with, not because it's a beautiful pattern, but it's something they know how to handle, because that is something that they know. So when you came into their life, female, male embodied, doesn't matter. If you're male embodied, then it's handsome, yeah? But it's actually more about beauty as the beauty within your soul that I'm getting. You shocked them because it was like a shock to their system. And it was too good to be true. So this person packed their bags and ran for the hills, like literally ran for the hills. Some of them might have run back to a third party, to a karmic situation. And even if that karmic situation was proper toxic, not all karmic relationships have to be toxic. I want to point this out. Karmic relationships are there for us to learn certain lessons, and we should all keep in mind we have been a karmic to at least someone in our lives before. And this is not to trigger anyone. That doesn't mean that because you have been a karmic to someone, that doesn't mean that you are evil or toxic. Oftentimes when we pick up on certain heavy energies, yes, I do agree, those are very toxic situations, and those are toxic karmic situations, yes. But not all karmic lessons have to be toxic. They can be hurtful, yeah. But those people, they have a soul contract with us as well. Not only soulmates. I mean, it's a karmic soulmate. And you'd be surprised because you don't know. Maybe that was your sister in a past life. And in this lifetime, she was an acquaintance and taught you a valuable lesson and not to trust everyone freely, for instance, okay? But it's interesting that I'm babbling on this matter because we're drifting way too far off. So I'm trying to come back to it. But this is actually, no, my spirit team is now telling me, no, this is exactly what's necessary to come through. This is a channeling, because this is it. The thoughts of this person that ran away from you, their thoughts went wild. They went not from A to B, it was more like A to T, okay? And interestingly enough that I say T, so for some of you, maybe the initial T is relevant, but if it isn't, just drop it, okay? I'm also very drawn to the N in running. Very, very interesting. Yeah. And now I'm like twiddling with my fingers and I'm like, yeah, it's like, that's a gesture normally someone does, like if they don't know what to say, right? It's more like, uncomfortable, I don't know. And this is exactly it. They were pushed out of their comfort zone when they met you. And you probably haven't done anything bad to them. But because you were such a good thing to them, it made them run for the hills because their mind spun out of control. So now they've been running and running and running. And I also do get that you probably ran after them, chased them for a bit, because what you two shared was a very strong connection. You immediately felt it. There was this spark, or even if it's not that spark, it was just the sense of familiarity. It was just easy. It might have felt instantly like home. And it irritated you because you were like, but we got along so well, so why is this person now like running? What's happening? First of all, it has nothing to do with you. Okay? First of all. Oftentimes, a person that runs away from someone else is actually running away from themselves. Because you mirrored something back to them that they need to heal. Running is a trauma response. So, but without actually going too deep into this, after this person has gone running and running and running, and probably is now a fantastic marathon runner, they realized, oh, wait, I'm running, but collective is not chasing after me. Nope, no shit, Sherlock. At one point, you decided, no, sorry. I mean, if they gotta go, they gotta go. And you shouldn't, you shouldn't hold someone back. Because you don't know what karma you're blocking, okay? Even though with the heart, we might not be able to understand it, but if we try to rationalize it, that is what we come up with oftentimes. Takes a longer time, probably, in most cases. So, and while this person then all of a sudden stopped running, and they actually had this distance between the two of you, they actually realized, wow, what I share with the collective is so unique. It fills me with such warmth, and I actually love that both cards are in a sunset setting. It feels like coming home. That's what I just heard. And all of a sudden, they actually started to realize, and that really shocked them, okay, with the shocking card. It really shocked them when they realized, oh wait, no matter where they run to, no matter what people they might engage with, there is no one like you. There is only one you, which, to be fair, is the case for every single human being, okay? And for every animal, okay? Because everyone is unique. And yet, what we're talking about is this very special bond that cannot be replaced. It cannot be faked. It cannot be copied, because energy cannot be copied. Someone can look like you, smell like you, talk like you, walk like you, and they still won't be you, because they do not have your energy. They don't have your soul. Okay? Good. Anyway, so that we got this out of the system, actually, I think we're gonna dive deep. You know what? I think I haven't done this in quite some time. And I would like to actually get some mixed emotions, like some cards from the mixed emotions deck, because, okay, this person, I think this was like kind of like building up, and I see shy and worried. So this person right now is feeling quite timid, because they have created such a distance between the two of you that they now actually wonder, how am I gonna bridge that distance? And that makes them very uneasy. And wow, now I see fearful, scared, terrified, and tense, strained, under pressure. And now I get a queen. Under pressure, pushing down on me, pushing down. Yeah, afraid and stressed. Well, let's see. Let's see what's gonna come out. I'm gonna shuffle on camera so that you see. Let's see, what does the person feel right now? Relieved. Okay. Reassured, soothed, at ease. Maybe that was a past energy. Okay. How do they feel right now? Relieved yet powerless. Okay, that's interesting. I still see shy, I do see embarrassed, and I see creative. Okay. Maybe one more or two more cards. How do they trust? It's like very much a back and forth. How does this person feel? That flipped back around, but it was creative again. But it didn't come out. One more card. Okay, there you go. Yeah. We got trust, we got stressed, we got sad, and we got confused. Ooh. Oof. Okay. And we got those two cards, which is ashamed and envious, which you cannot see anymore. That's great. Ashamed and envious. Yeah. So those are quite a lot of quite a lot of emotions. Reassured, soothed, at ease. I think it does put them at ease to actually have finally realized, like to have this epiphany about you. Yet they feel powerless because they don't know how to return. Like they don't know how to bridge that gap. And it's actually funny because it says reliant, interdependent, and certain with a trust card. They actually know that they're relying on your energy, and that stresses them out. I'm pretty sure that you've given them a lot of energy in the past by your mere presence, because you build them up. And now they're under pressure because they know that if they're not returning soon, this is going to end badly for them. Because, okay, with the sad, wherever they are right now, they are not happy. It doesn't matter what you see on social media. Even if they rejected you in the past and told you maybe, I don't know what they could have told you, that you are not working out, or they'd rather be friends with you, which to be fair, it's a valid point, if they gave you an explanation at all, or it's a rejection because they simply ghosted you. And then they're also very confused, because here, that's the only thing that is coming through again, which also happened in the past. How their thoughts ran wild with them, and they are so mixed and jumbled up in their mind. It's interesting because I posted this on my community board today as well. Well, actually, once I release this, it's probably going to be 2 days old. Because I'm recording this on Thursday night. No, I think I might upload this tomorrow then. So it's going to be 1 day old. That it's about like the third eye chakra and how it needs to be cleared, and to let some fresh air in, so that the jumbled thoughts can clear away and you can see a proper path forward. Because if they're not getting a grip on their emotions, they're going to stay in that energy, envious and ashamed. They're ashamed for their actions of the past, and they're equally envious because they are terrified. Because if you're watching them on social media, believe me, one thing is for certain, they're also watching you through whatever outlet there is. And if they're driving by your house, okay? And even though they didn't, I know this is so toxic to say this, so please don't misunderstand it. Even though they didn't claim you in the past, yeah, I'm careful with the choice of words. Claim is an obsessive term, and it's not a healthy term. Well, let's say they didn't officially choose you, turned you down. Now they're envious, because it's not that they didn't see that you were amazing, that you were on fire. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, that's odd. And yet I feel they always felt like they weren't good enough. So they actually thought, they really believed that they did you a favor by actually walking away. But now, watching you reclaimed your power. You stepped in your power. And you've built your life. And I'm picking up that this collective is actually quite successful. And it doesn't mean that you necessarily have a partner right now. But from the outside, you look happy and content. And this person is wondering, are you happier without me now? And they feel ashamed because they pushed you away, or they might have done you some injustice. I'm not talking about grave injustice as like abusive behavior, like, but then again, you could just say that gaslighting is an abusive behavior. I mean, like really physical abuse, strong mental abuse. Then please don't go back to this kind of person, and that is not the person that I'm picking up here. This person is actually quite calm and collected because I'm talking very slowly. if you would know me privately, you would probably notice it and be like, why are you talking so slow? I'm normally someone who is like very, very fast. Okay, so let's see. I want to see with the tarot. Okay. Justice fell and the Hermit. 911, which is the emergency number. Calling 911. Shawty's fire burning on the dance floor. Which song is that? Calling 911. Shawty's fire burning on the dance floor. What the heck? I haven't listened to this song in years. Wowzers. Okay. I get, and yeah. Wow, that's a completely different message. Completely off the traditional interpretation of the tarot. But you see this bright orange and also this sunset and the stress. This person, apart from being confused, jumbled in their thoughts and feeling ashamed and whatever, they are craving you. They have such a strong desire. This is heavy sacral energy. I'm going to move this over here, okay? Because we're going to tap into some more. 911, like they know this is an emergency. They have to get to you because clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. And it's time to work on it because I saw the Eight of Pentacles card. So what are the most likely actions towards the collective, towards my viewer by this person? Okay. Ooh, oh, ooh. Yeah, well. Huh. Yeah. And that's interesting. Yeah, well, it makes perfect sense, to be fair. Everything else should have surprised me because, to be fair, I should have clarified some more. I'm gonna show you this card in a second once more. So the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. What did I say about contradicting emotions? Contradiction. Like this whole reading is about contradiction, yeah? Okay, so their most likely actions towards you in the near future is that they're still stuck in their head with the Eight of Swords about the communication that they want to bring to you. And the High Priestess also. I was guided to pick it because I thought it flipped, but it didn't flip because it was like this underneath the Ace of Swords. But since there are no coincidences in a reading, it means that it's a secret. It also means trust your gut. What did you feel before I even picked the cards or shuffled the cards and they fell out? What is it that you intuitively felt? Collective, you are strong as well, and you are also getting your messages. And I actually, oh my God, I've never seen this because I never put the Ace of Swords next to the High Priestess. Doesn't it kind of look as if the bookshelf is continuing on in this picture? I mean, yes, no, it's not matching because you see it in the ladder. I'm gonna hold it up so that you can see it a bit better. Can you see it? What I mean? It's the same kind of coloring. It's the same kind of atmosphere. And it's a secret. My spirit team also tells me right now, it is not for us to actually disclose that because there are two. Why do I say two? Well, maybe there are two different groups, But I actually wanted to say there are too many different groups. Maybe there are only two. And yeah, my spirit team tells me, well, we don't want you to be caught up in your mind as well, because it's already bad enough that your person that you're watching this for is quite caught in their thoughts. Okay. Crazy. Okay. I want one card as to what did they feel when they walked away from you in the past, when they ran. How did they feel when they ran? Or what made them run? What made them run? I mean, what made them run? Yeah, right. What made them run? What did they feel? How did they feel when they were running and they ran from you? Interesting. Queen of Swords and Knight of Swords. Oh, wow. Do you know why they ran from you? Because you are very good with your words, collective. And if they would have talked to you, they wouldn't have been able to lie to your face. And even if they lied, I think that they ended this conversation very abruptly. And they know that you saw through all the kind of bullcrap. They know that you know when they lie. And if they would have given you a heads up, you would have outrun them, to be fair. You would have cornered them. You would have been, like a predator when they like chase in front of their prey. Like, I know that's a very weird metaphor. This is it. This is what they feared. So instead, and the Queen of Swords is also justice, right? They saw you as pure. And I never looked at it in this way, because you see the snow, the white, the rose-colored jacket, and flowers, like flower petals. They actually really did think that this was the most just way how they could treat you, which is slightly odd, but and couldn't be more wrong. Let's be real. Okay. Let's move this up here a little, because I want to get some more, because I would like to ask, how do you feel about this now? Because some time has passed by, right? So Three of Cups underneath the deck. So for some of you, there might have been a third party, and this is why they had to run. Maybe there was also, that's a different energy. Maybe there was an ultimatum by this Queen of Swords that you better get your butt moving over here, or otherwise something nasty is going to happen. Okay, so how do you feel about this person right now? No. How did you feel back then? How did you feel back then? How did you feel back then? Wild card. And I'm hearing that was just wild. Like, this was so unexpected that I think you were shocked. You did not see this coming because there was nothing that you really did that offended or could have offended this person, and all of a sudden you were just cut out. That was like, I think you were completely blindsided. You were really wild carded by this person, okay? And again, sacral energy. Yeah, King of Pentacles underneath the deck. Okay. So I wonder, how do they feel right now? And then I'm gonna ask, how do you feel about them right now? How do they feel about you? Whoa. They see it all with you. They see the Ten of Pentacles. They see you as abundant. They see you as someone they want to have a family with. They see you as stable. They see you as shining. They see you as amazing. Okay? Inspiring. Yeah. Warm. How do you feel? How does the collective feel about this person? About their person? Interesting that I say their person. Yeah. Queen of Wands. That's interesting because the Queen of Wands for me is someone who is a go-getter. This is a very independent energy, but this is also a person that goes for what they want. And that means for me, that you're open for a new beginning, but now that I see the Five of Swords and the Seven of Cups, I think deep down you would want this new beginning. For some of you, it might also mean that you're focused on work at this time. And that you actually, because there has been some time that passed between the two of you, that if communication would be coming towards you, you'd be actually conflicted. And you'd be confused because you wouldn't know if you could trust it. That's a side message for someone. For others of you, I think you're actually, well, let's get one more card. How does the collective feel about them? Well, that's interesting because I wonder if it's already too late. I mean, you decide, and it doesn't have to be too late, but I don't think they're on your forefront of mind. I do think that you think about them from time to time, and I do think that you would have wished that something, it would have turned out differently, but I see you standing in your strength, and you being very abundant on your own. Like, you don't need the Ten of Pentacles. You're already completely fulfilled. And with the Seven of Wands, and I actually find this amazing that it's a woman depicted in it by herself. You don't actually see the other Six of Wands. But this is a person who, and you don't have to be female in body, right? This means with the Seven of Wands, you are someone, like the Queen of Wands, who stands up for what they want, what they believe in, and you don't fear opposition. And I don't think you're someone, and I do pick up you're single, you're not someone who needs to have someone because you're strong on your own. You are only going to be accepting someone by your side that mirrors your Queen of Wands energy. I don't think you would accept someone, no matter how much you love them, you can still love them, but it wouldn't work if this person hasn't put in the work. No, that wouldn't work. That just wouldn't. That wouldn't. Very interesting. While this person, and the Eight of Wands, I'm telling you, there is communication coming. Even for some of you, this person might be even traveling towards you. Yeah, even though they're still making a decision what direction they need to take, or maybe yeah, Two of Cups. Yeah, they're making a choice. They are choosing what is the right path forward, how to communicate correctly to you, because they know they can't come in with some half-ass bullshit. Sorry to curse. But this is literally what I just heard in my mind. There is no, I'm not gonna curse again. There is no room for okay? Flippery, for flippery. Interesting. Whatever this runner is up to, I think they have to do some proper convincing. They have some convincing to do. And not convincing as in trying to fake it until you make it, but instead convincing as in reassuring you that they have changed. Yeah. And to be fair, it's good that they're not coming forward quite yet, because that they make sure that their Ace of Swords is on point, because they're only going to get this one shot, one last shot. That's what I'm hearing. And if they communicate clearly, you're going to have a wonderful, wonderful future together. No lie. But I hope that this person isn't tripping themselves up, because that would be such a shame, because this connection, this bond between the two of you is undeniable. And I'm hearing red string of fate. For some of you, there is a red string of fate between the two of you. For some of you, it might be also cycles, because I'm seeing this like a back and forth. Maybe it's like a repeating pattern. For some of you, it might have been years since they last talked to you. Or for others of you, it might be a repeating pattern, that this happens every 2 months, for instance. Or I don't know. You'll know it better than I do, because this is a collective reading. And but collective, you do you, because I do feel like this person is slowly but surely working their way back to you. And yes, I'm hearing someone say, hurry up, for God's sake. Yes. But give them the time and space, because everyone's healing process is different and takes a different time. And because someone might take longer doesn't mean that they're weaker or anything, but maybe they've signed up for a bit more karmic lessons than you did for this lifetime. So maybe they're in the advanced course and you just decided, no, this lifetime I'm settling with the medium average kind of level, because that's enough, because I did all my advanced courses in the past life. Yeah. So do not judge other people on their human experience. Okay. Let's be fair. Let's be the Queen of Swords. Let's be the Justice card. And they needed to go within, because you don't want someone by your side who is unenlightened. That just doesn't work. Okay? So you play your own wild card and be this Queen of Wands, whether you are female or male in body. It does not matter. It's the energy that you embody. I'm sending you absolute love and light. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.